Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this super fun kind of glam, sharp, smoky eye. I honestly have no idea what I'm calling this yet, but it's using my Where the Night Is palette by Kathleen Lights. It's a really great collection from the Colourpop range. So to start with, I've just gone ahead and put some tape on my eyes to create that sharp edge. I've had to use masking tape today as I'm not entirely sure where my sellotape is. And then as usual, I'm going in with my transition colour, which is the Fawn shade from the Anastasia Contour Kit. Just same as I've done millions of times before, buffing that through my crease in windshield wiper motions. And then again, I'm going to go back in with this warmer shade next to Fawn from the kit and just lay that right on top, as that will help to create some depth and dimension. These contour shades are really great for transition colours because they're not too warm and they're not too cool. It's kind of, when you use a contour shade, it's perfectly matched with kind of your skin, if that makes sense. So particularly good for a transition shade because you don't want any tones sort of taken over. So once you've done that, I'm going to go in with this shade. It's Whiskey from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and just darken up my outer corners on a kind of, it's still quite a fluffy brush, but it's not really as fluffy as the other one that I've been using. And I'm just going to focus that shade right on the outer corners there, just to help create a little bit of depth and dimension to the look. And once you've done that, you just want to go back in with that fluffy brush just to make sure that it's all blended out well. And then the next step is to go in with a black colour. Any colour will do. Today I'm using, I think it's called Black Market, again from the Urban Decay palette, that's what I had handy. But any black colour will do completely. And then again, once you've laid that in the outer crease, then you just want to go ahead and buff it all out as well. So now for the fun part. We're going to go in with the shade Telepathy. This is actually my favourite colour from the collection, but I did find, I used it on a flat shader brush, then I tried a bit of my Fix Plus, but I think the best way to put on this shadow is actually with your fingertips. I'm not entirely sure why, but it just seemed to come off a lot more pigmented when I was able to do that. So if you are recreating this look, then just go ahead and do that from the start. Don't worry about the brush. And then once you have that on there, just blend out any jagged edges with that big fat fluffy brush. You don't need any additional product, it's just to make sure everything's seamless. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and remove the tape. And then what we're going to do is put a wing on this look. So today I'll be using my Rimmel Glam Eyes liquid liner. And I always, first of all, create that sharp edge. And it's great because you can just follow the line that the tape made and both sides should be even. Then I'll touch up my inner corners and then I will go in and fill in the rest of the wing. After I've done that, I'm just going to touch up the foundation because I did that first before I did my eye look. And then I'll go in with my concealer. As always, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Age Rewind, and I'll put that in a upside down triangle underneath my eyes. And then as it's a shade lighter than my foundation, I also use it as a highlighter. So just touching that on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my forehead. If you're fair like me and you can't really get a super light concealer for your skin tone, a great tip is to go in with this Benny Beam underneath your eyes. And then what that will do is just brighten up that whole concealer area, so you've got that nice highlighted look going on without having to add loads of white powder really. And then once I've blended that out with my beauty blender, I'm going to try and take this hair away from my eye apparently. But then I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye area using my MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I'm in the shade NC15, and I'll also touch that on any areas that I know are going to get oily throughout the day, so on my chin and my forehead as well. Then on a bigger, fluffier brush, because that will deposit less pigment, I'm just going to go ahead and powder the rest of my face. Then as usual, I'm going to go in and contour my cheekbones. I'm using the Fawn colour that we saw earlier from the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'll chisel out my cheekbones, and then also to even it out, I'm going to run it along my hairline and along my jawline. Today I'm also going to touch a little bit underneath my bottom lip, so that will help to create fullness, and I'm actually going to give my nose a little contour. I'm not very good at this, so I'm not the best person to learn from, but I have started doing it. I seem to be a little bit addicted to doing it because it does make your nose look a little bit slimmer, but this is definitely a step that you can skip if you don't feel comfortable doing it, that's for sure. Next up, I'm going in with blush, and I'm just using this really nice baby pink colour from Rimmel. I'm not entirely sure of the name because my label's come off, but it was a really cheap one from the drugstore. And once you put that on the apples of your cheeks, you can then go in with highlighter. As always, I'm using the Mary Luminizer by the Balm, and I'm just touching that on the tops of my cheekbones there. And in a second, you'll also see me put it on my cupid's bow and on the tip of my nose as well. I'll then take a fluffy brush just to blend it all out. Next, you want to go in with the shadow under your eyes, and I'm just using the Whiskey shade from the Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm not really going to smoke this out too much, as I didn't want to take away from the upper lid, but you can smoke it out as much or as little as you want. And then just to pull kind of the mobile lid and the lower lash line together, I'll also go in with a little bit of the Telepathy colour kind of towards the inner corners, and just making sure that I blend it out right through into that Whiskey shade. Once you're happy with that, the last step with the eyeshadow is just to highlight the inner corners. Again, I'm going to be using the same highlighter that I've used on the rest of my face, as I just think it helps to pull the whole look together. And once you've done that, then you can go ahead and put some black liner on your waterline if you like. I'm then going to go back in and just try and blend out some more of that black shadow on my corners there, because I didn't really think that it was kind of deep enough. And once you've done that, then just blend away again. So next up, I'm going to be going in with mascara, nothing fancy here, just prepping for my falsies. And whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, I am going to go ahead and do my lips. I got these Colourpop liquid lipsticks in the mail the other day, and they are amazing quality. I was a bit concerned because I did hear a few things saying they were crumbly and drying and that sort of thing, but I think for $6 a piece you can't really go wrong. I think they're fantastic quality, so I definitely will be getting some more. And once I've done that, I'm just going to spritz my face with Fix Plus just to make sure that all my powders are well fixed together. And then I'm going to just quickly off camera pop on some lashes. As usual, I'm using my House of Lashes Iconics. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did want to see the original look, head on over to Kathleen Lights' YouTube channel. Her videos are much higher quality than mine, but hopefully I'll get there soon. Don't forget to please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, guys.